Thank you so much for being here, everybody. My name is Matt Schwepka. I'm the Customer Experience Manager for the Syracuse Regional Airport Authority, and we are the operators of this beautiful facility we call Syracuse Hancock International Airport, and it's about to get a lot more beautiful. Perhaps we're a little biased, but we're going to be talking today about not only specific funding and specific projects, but more importantly, the why. And I'm very happy to have a key group of stakeholders who you're going to hear from today. You'll hear at the state level, the local level, the airport level, why this funding and why these projects are so important to elevating the airport customer experience here at SYR. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome up to the podium Marie-Therese Dominguez. She's the Commissioner of the New York State Department of Transportation. Commissioner.
I just want to make a quick note. There you go. Matt's a little bit taller than I am. All right, good afternoon, everybody. It is really great to be in Syracuse this afternoon. I really want to thank our incredible partners at Syracuse International Airport, Syracuse Hancock. Jason, thank you very much for your leadership. Jason Tweary is one of the outstanding airport directors in New York State. I get the ability to work with a lot of airport directors across the country, and I have to say he's up there with the top ones. So we really appreciate your leadership across the board. Thank you very much. I want to quickly acknowledge we've got a lot of folks with us today. Senator Rachel May, always a supporter of transportation. We greatly appreciate her leadership. The Onondaga County Executive, Ryan McMahon, wasn't able to join us today, but we very much appreciate his support. From Senator Magnarelli's office, we have Mannion's office, Megan Brogan. From Assemblyman Sturpey's office, Maureen Fellows. And from Mayor Walsh's office, we have Joe Driscoll, who we do an enormous amount of work with on our other little project here in Syracuse, otherwise known as I-81. So we've got a lot of support across the board from our elected leadership, and I want to talk about the elected leader who has literally brought us to this day, which is Governor Kathy Hochul. I really want to thank Governor Kathy Hochul for this incredible opportunity with this grant program for upstate airports in particular. Her vision and her drive for transportation, improving the lives of New Yorkers across the board is what is literally bringing us here today. So, another congratulations, a huge congratulations to the Syracuse Airport leadership team, your entire staff, and the community at large, because they had a record-breaking 2023. 2.86 million travelers traversed through Syracuse Hancock Airport. That is truly incredible. It is literally the busiest year in the airport's history. And congratulations to that feat alone. You guys deserve a round of applause. It's also the reason why I'm so excited about the investment that's going on here at Syracuse Airport. The increase in passenger traffic is an incredible achievement, and it also showcases the hard work and dedication of the airport's team and the entire community. Often transportation stories are typically shared in chapters, and each one is an inspiring tale of successfully overcoming obstacles. Obstacles like a global pandemic, which significantly changed air travel in countless ways. The evolving dynamics of passenger preferences and needs. The influence of changing work environments. And the transformational change that occurs when you have a governor like Kathy Hochul, who has a vision for Central New York. But she doesn't just have a vision, she puts her vision into action. Whether that be through economic development and the opportunities that have come through an investment like Micron, or transportation infrastructure and advancing the I-81 project. These are the types of actions that are transformational, and we really appreciate Governor Hochul's investment. As Commissioner, I know full well the critical role transportation plays in the economic strength and the well-being of our communities across the state of New York. And that's why the I-81 project and this airport project are the kind of investments that we want and that we need to support. Syracuse Airport is poised to enter a new chapter on a global scale, on a global stage. Just a few feet away from us is the Federal Inspection Station. Work to expand the station will help the airport not only improve its process for moving international travelers and cargo more efficiently, but it's also going to make Syracuse a no-brainer for companies who want to do business, expand on the investment that's being made. And it's also going to mean that travelers are going to come from all over the globe. That's an exciting opportunity. The technology upgrades that are going to occur and that'll come with the new Federal Inspection Station are going to be state-of-the-art. And that's what we need here. But this kind of investment, this kind of change rather, requires a significant amount of investment. And again, nobody understands that better than Governor Kathy Hochul. Thanks to $230 million in the governor's Upstate Airport Economic Development and Revitalization Competition, which is administered by the New York State Department of Transportation, this project and this progress is happening here in Syracuse and across the state. This morning, I was really honored. I got to be up in Ogdensburg to celebrate a groundbreaking at Ogdensburg International Airport. These Syracuse and Ogdensburg are two of the 9 airports that are going to be receiving this funding. It's a huge step toward providing travelers with modern amenities and new technology. And these upgrades reflect the community's needs and the vision for the future. Other airports across the state, including Saratoga, Albany, Rochester, Binghamton, Watertown, Saranac Lake, they're all on their way. All of these investments are taking place. And here in Syracuse, the airport was awarded $20 million through this Upstate Airport Competition Grant. This is the second time Syracuse Airport has been a competition winner and awarded funding through this transformational grant process. In 2018, Syracuse completed construction, which among other things expanded this main passenger terminal and created a new exterior facade and the canopy that you see outside over the passenger drop-off area. This latest investment of $20 million builds on these previous renovations. And it's not surprising that we are now witnessing investment again in action. All of this is further advancing the customer experience from arrivals and departures, incorporating technology, innovation, design, and sustainable features. Imagine the passenger experience when this new round is going to be completed. Whether that, if you're a parent coming in to visit your kid at Syracuse University, or a business traveler attending a meeting at Micron, all of these experiences, you're going to arrive to a very modern, state-of-the-art facility here at Syracuse Airport. People are going to walk through a newly expanded northern concourse. The north concourse is fundamentally changing, adding gates 22 and 23, as well as gate 27. When I say that it's a newly expanded concourse, it's expanded by 4,700 square feet. That's pretty significant. It's a new concourse with new seating areas, really making and ease. Look at how broad and wide this level of entrance is here. You're going to have opportunities as a passenger to literally take advantage of these beautiful new gate entrances and exits through the terminal. And it's going to ease movement of passengers across the board. Not only that, but you're going to have some grab-and-go concessions in new concession areas. And when you come back home or you're flying back, you can access new self-boarding technology in the new international terminal. All of these enhancements are going to provide a seamless experience for travelers, allowing increased passenger traffic and flights. What we hope to do is generate more flights coming in and more opportunity for the airport. That will allow this airport to take it to the next level, to the global level and beyond. In a post-pandemic world, people are anxious to travel the globe. And this investment is going to do exactly what travelers want and frankly expect, and that is to have a world-class experience. And this airport delivers on those desires. I've worked for a long time in transportation, decades. I've done an enormous amount of work in aviation in particular. I've been across the country, served on aviation boards. I've worked in aviation at all levels, general aviation as well as commercial. And I can tell you that the growth this airport is advancing is truly remarkable. It is the opportunity to make Syracuse a destination. And when we say a gateway, it literally is creating that gateway experience to a destination that people want to be. Taking advantage of the beauty that is here in the Finger Lakes region, as well as the business opportunities and an incredible community that is really embracing a very bright future. So I am very excited about all of this, as you can tell. I think the one thing we shouldn't forget is this is also about jobs. It's about jobs that are going to be created. And this investment alone is going to create 260 jobs in the region with this new expansion at Syracuse Airport. This is yet one more reason why the investment in the airport infrastructure is critical to our state's well-being and our prosperity. I think it's very safe to say that the future looks incredibly bright for the entire region, and certainly here as Syracuse Airport expands its horizons and enters a new era of growth and prosperity. I want to thank all of you for your continued partnership, and I really cannot wait for the exciting changes that are coming our way here in Central New York and across the state. So thank you all very, very much. The one thing that I apologize, but let me make a couple of quick acknowledgments. With us today is our Regional Director, Dave Smith from New York State DOT. Dave literally is responsible for all transportation operations in the entire Central New York area, and that includes relationships with the airport. So thank you, Dave, for your leadership. We also have our Chief Engineer, Stephanie Winkelhake. She and Carlos Rivera, who's standing next to her. Carlos is in charge of all of this investment, the 9 airport grants that we're administering across the state. Thank you very much, Carlos. Thank you very much, Stephanie. And Janet Ho, who is responsible for our airports across the state, all the relationships, the investment, and the programmatic efforts that New York State undertakes. So thank you all very much for all the work that you all do every day. Thank you.
Commissioner Dominguez, thank you so much. And I'm totally going to lean on your chapter narrative. I love that reference that you made. We've been very fortunate to have the state be a part of multiple chapters of success of this airport here in Syracuse. And to offer a little more perspective on how we're writing our next chapter here at Syracuse Hancock International Airport, please join me in welcoming to the stage Syracuse Regional Airport Authority Executive Director, Jason Terreri.
Thanks, Matt. Welcome to the airport. Thank you all for being here today. This is a really exciting time for us. In 2019, we kicked off a master planning effort, which quickly identified that this airport was growing at a rate much faster than other airports, and we needed to expand. And one of the areas that we realized we needed to expand quickly was the gate areas, as well as create that opportunity for international flights, cargo, to serve Central New York. And with this grant program that came out, we were so excited when we were awarded the $20 million grant. I want to talk a little bit about why the areas that we decided to expand, why that's so important. So as the commissioner said last year, we set a record, 2.8 million passengers. But what probably isn't as well known is we're growing at more than twice the pace of the rest of the country. Okay, we are outpacing most airport growth, and with that, we have to keep up with this facility. And the growth that we're seeing today isn't really even Micron related. So to be able to build these facilities, have these expansions, to be ready is really, really helpful for our team. So again, to Governor Hochul, to Commissioner, thank you all for this opportunity, for being great partners, as well as your staff. I know our teams work really closely together to deliver this project. A couple other recognitions. I'd like to recognize our other partners in this. So Corrigan and Associates is here today. They're the designers with us. Thank you very much. VRH, who is here as well, helping construct all of this. So this is such an exciting time for us. So a little bit about these projects. With the gate areas on the north, we'll be adding gate hold areas. We're also adding 2 new jet bridges. So the gate 22 that used to be a ground load, you had to walk outside in Syracuse to get on an airplane, not always the most ideal way to board a flight. We'll have a jet bridge there. The other thing that we are increasing is our concessions. So one of the areas of opportunity for us was adding additional concessions. We were at capacity. We had more passengers than we had for concessions. And what's exciting about this one is our new partner, Gideon Toll, who operates our lounge. We'll be operating both new locations, an Einstein's Bagel and a Qdoba Mexican Eats. And Gideon Toll is a 100% ACDBE firm here. So again, to the vision and values of our airport, of making sure we're creating opportunity and including, that's very important to us as an organization. In terms of the Customs Hall, when I got here, I found out that Customs was actually turning away international flights. There were actually companies that had wanted to serve, but we didn't have the facility. So with opening this facility, this will be the only facility in central New York that can process commercial passengers internationally. We'll be able to handle up to 200 passengers per hour. They also will be able to do cargo, and it will be the first one that meets all of the new Customs and Border Protection standards. So again, being a first, and we're really, really excited about that. And finally, this would not be possible without the team at the SRAA. And so for everybody, they're all in the back here. Thank you all for everything you do every day, for making this a possibility, and for helping us deliver this for the community. And with that, thank you all for being here.
Thank you very much, Jason. That was fantastic. And I hear you very clearly talking about partnership. And a key component to partnership is advocacy. And there's one more speaker who we're going to hear from today, and she advocates on behalf of this region and advocates for this airport. So please join me in welcoming to the podium New York State Senator Rachel May, Senate District 48. Come on up.
Thank you, Matt. What an exciting announcement, an exciting day. And thank you, Commissioner, for being here. I know you're no stranger to Syracuse. It means a lot that you come through here so much. And Jason, you and your team do an incredible job. I want to say 2 things. One is the airport. So many people come to Syracuse. A lot of the visitors to our region come to Syracuse via the airport, which means this is their first impression of our city and our region, and it's their last impression when they leave. And it is so critical to our standing in the world that we give people a good first impression and a good last impression so they'll want to come back. Our airport team does a fantastic job at this, but this project will enable us to do even better, and that is really exciting. I also want to say something about Syracuse. Syracuse is a transportation city. Syracuse grew up because of the Erie Canal coming through here and the Erie and Oswego canals meeting here. But before that, it was where the touring roads came through. It was where the Native American trails, north-south and east-west, met. A very key transportation corridor or crossroads for thousands of years. After that, the railroads and the highways and air travel too, really important. And the fact that we're expanding to have an international terminal, that we are really focusing on the fact that this is an international airport, I think that's really important for the future as well, and exciting. And It is kind of a logical next step in the development of this great region and its transportation history. So I'm excited to be here today. Glad all of you are here. I'm grateful to everybody who's playing a role in making this happen, and can't wait to be one of the travelers using the new facilities. Thank you.
Senator May, thank you so much. So that'll conclude the inside portion of this these proceedings, but we'll do a quick photo op inside, and then we're going to hop outside, just outside door 1 here. You may have seen a little pile of dirt. That's where we're going to do the ceremonial dirt tossing. So if you'd like a quick photo op inside, and then we'll hop outside. Thank you so much for being here.